In this video, I will show you how you can optimize a $100,000 stock portfolio and how you can compound this portfolio for the long term. The goal is to pick great companies that will compound your wealth for the very long term, as speaking years, if not decades. So if you have some time ahead of you, you can invest in these specific stocks, monitor them, and you can achieve great things. In case you don't know me, my name is Christophe Nour. I've been investing in the stock market for almost a decade and have achieved a performance of 25% per year, investing in great stocks. So let me show you 3 key elements that will help you compound for the long term. If you have a portfolio of 100k, okay. The first tip for you is to diversify accordingly. When I say diversify, you can hear a lot of things about diversification. Maybe you need 5 stocks, 10 stocks, 20 stocks, 100 stocks. What is the good amount of stocks you should have in your portfolio? Most of the time, if you have 100k, you can say that around 10 to 15, 20 stocks is a good amount of stocks you need. Because if you want to actively manage your stock portfolio, you have to monitor these stocks. So you have to continuously learn, monitor, check their growth, earnings, how these businesses are performing in the future. And I'm telling you, if you have 200 stocks to monitor, it will be very long and very painful to monitor that many stocks. You don't have the time. So I'd rather you stay within your circle of competence. You pick 15 great stocks, great companies that you know really well, and you monitor them and you know them really well, and that's fine. So when I say diversify intelligently, I can put an I here for intelligently. What do I mean? 1, don't go and invest in more than 30 companies. And 2, you can diversify across industries. Now you may have a view about AI in the future. Do you think AI will work out or not? Now you may have a view about interest rates in the future. Now you may have a view about inflation. According to your 3 beliefs about these 3 industries, you can diversify in key sectors that will benefit from this future. If you think inflation is here to stay, you can dismiss companies that will suffer from inflation, and you can diversify with companies that will benefit from inflation. I'm saying some commodity names or some asset-light business models. Or if you think interest rates are going to be high at like above 5% for the coming years, you want to stay away from companies with a lot of debt. You want to avoid companies with debt. You want to invest in companies asset light with minimal amount of debt. Some companies don't have debt, so they don't have to repay these high interest rates, debt, mortgages, etc. And if you think AI is here to stay, you can maybe invest in AI, in some tech companies that will benefit from AI, or some other industries that will benefit from AI. So how do you select these stocks? Either you know them or you can use a screener. I'm showing you the screener on FinChat right now. You can go to this tab, screener. By the way, if you don't know FinChat, if you don't have an account, you have a link, a discount link in the description. You will have a discount. And you can put these things. Okay. You want to be invested in great companies, right? That will compound for the long term. So you want to be invested in companies that have grown. You can put a metric for a filter. Revenue growth over the past 10 years should be above 8%. That means the revenue should be growing consistently for the past 10 years, because the future is very likely to look like the past. If the company was growing and has been growing for 20 years, it's very likely that they will continue growing. You will have some missteps here and there, but on average, companies that have shown a business model that grows over time and grows, it's very likely that they will continue to grow in the future. The second thing is profitability. Is the diluted EPS, earnings per share. You want earnings to grow and you want earnings per share to grow. But by how much? I put a little bit above 8%. I put 10%. That means that you expect the earnings per share of the company to grow a little bit more than revenue. That means either more margins, so the business is more efficient over time, or buybacks. the company has repurchased its own shares, and that boosted EPS. In the long term, stock prices follow earnings per share. So on average, if the earnings per share of a growth of a company is around 10%, the stock price will grow 10%. On average, in the long term, this is what happens. So you want to focus on companies that grow their earnings per share. You want to focus on companies that grow with efficiency. And speaking about efficiency, I'm using the ROIC here. I want this metric to be above 10%. ROIC is return on invested capital. It measures the efficiency of a business. Basically, you want to avoid the cyclical businesses. You want to avoid bad industries with a high amount of capital. So you want to remove these bad businesses and only keep the best ones. So growing revenue, growing EPS, growing efficiency, and some efficiency for the past 10 years. And you want to buy them at a good price, right? You don't want to buy stock at a bubble level, expensive valuation level. So you want them at a fair price or a cheap price. How do you measure this? I'm using now the price to free cash flow. I put this metric below 0 and 20. I put 0 because I want the free cash flow to be positive. Because a price to free cash flow can be negative if the company generates negative free cash flow, if the company is burning cash. So I want this to be between 0 and 20. And if I run the screener, I'm running this screener for the US exclusively. But if you want, you can put other metrics. If you want to also invest in the UK, that can totally be fine. And instead of having 43 results, you will have 67 results. So just putting these 4 criteria, you have plenty of opportunities. You have 67 results. And you see, these are great businesses that have performed really well in the past and are very well positioned to continue growing. So now you have the financials, you have the fundamental work, quantitative work. Please continue to do the analysis and check these 67 companies with the questions you asked before. Is this business going to benefit from AI, high inflation, high interest rates? According to what you think, if you think inflation is going to decline or not. These are the big trends basically of our world. AI and tech, inflation and interest rates. And for each of them, I want you to ask a question, simple question. First, for these 67 companies, do you understand the business model? Like, do you understand, is it a biotech, pharma company, rocket company is a difficult company, or is it something that is customer stables or something simple to understand? Is it Coca-Cola or is it SpaceX? Once you have understood the company, you ask these questions: AI, inflation, interest rates. And it's for sure that out of 67 companies, you will find some good candidates. By the way, if you're looking for a complete framework to analyze stocks and build a strong portfolio, I have a coaching program. More on that at the end of the video. Okay, now the second point of the analysis, once you have diversified, is to focus on quality, right? I showed you the metrics, the quantitative metrics, that now to optimize a $100,000 portfolio, you want to focus on quality because this is what matters in the long term. Like the vision, the competitive advantage, if the business out of this list, if a business is superior to competition, high margins, what is the competitive landscape in these businesses? I mean, for Booking Holdings, this is a website where you can book your travel. It's a website. They have other competitors like Kayak, like Momodu, I believe. So you can compare the performance between these three. Why should you use Booking instead of the other one, instead of Kayak? Or if you scroll down, you have what? Interactive brokers. So maybe the biggest broker in the world, one of the biggest, one of the most important. Why is it superior to other brokers? Do your qualitative work. I've made plenty of videos on this YouTube channel to check the moat, to check the competitive advantages. And this is what I teach, what I preach on this YouTube channel. You have Ulta Beauty. They sell makeup, cheap makeup. Why is it different from expensive makeup. Top build Crocs, they sell shoes. Etsy, e-commerce, Cirrus Logic, Asbury Automotive Group. So ABG is a car dealership in the US. Yeah, that's plenty of good names, by the way. Plenty of good names. You can check, do the qualitative work. You can check the moat, pricing power, etc. Why are they different and superior to competition? And the third thing I want to let you know, if you want to optimize your portfolio, is to think for the long term. Once you have done the analysis, once you have bought these high quality names for the long term, buy them and avoid them. I mean, avoid selling. Buy them and monitor them from a distance. Don't do much transactions. Don't make a lot of transactions. You will have transaction fees. It will give you more stress. The best case scenario is you do the analysis right. You are sure it's inside your circle of competence. You know that it's a business with a moat, competitive advantage, etc. And you say to yourself that if you buy now, you will not touch the stock for 3 years minimum. A lot of long-term investors have this mindset. You just do a promise. You make a promise to yourself. If you buy Booking Holdings now, you buy it at a good price. It's a great business. You believe in the thesis. Wonderful. And you don't touch it for at least 3 years. It will force you to think long term. And if you are not comfortable owning it for 3 years, you will not be comfortable owning it for 10 years or 15 years. And you will panic at the first move. So Applied Materials, for example, it's a company in the chip component industry. One of the leader, one of the big companies over there. And as the world is getting more developed, more AI, the moat is getting bigger and bigger, wider and wider. So I don't worry for Applied Materials. In 3 years, they will be even more efficient. In 5 years, they will be even more efficient. So I would be comfortably buying this one for 3 years, for example. Okay? So you have it. You know how to do it. If you need some help, as always, you have the coaching program. First link in the description below. But that's the spirit. You diversify accordingly based on AI, inflation, interest rates. You do things right. Around 15 stocks. You focus on quality because this is very important if you invest for the long term. Quality investing, and you focus on the long term. You make a promise to yourself. You will not touch the stock for at least 3 years. It will remove the bad investments, the companies that you have doubts in. It will remove the bad apples, and you will only keep the best. And that is exactly how you build a winning portfolio for 2025 if you want to focus on the long term and outperform the market. If you like this content, I have an investing coaching program. In this program, you will learn a complete investing process. You will learn how to find good stock ideas, how to properly value stocks, when to buy, when to sell, so that you can build a strong portfolio. Additionally, you will have access to my personalized guidance for long-term results. We will do weekly calls where we analyze stocks together, and you will have access to my private number available 24/7 for full support. If you are blocked, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Click the first link in the description to get more information. You will get a video that explains how everything works completely for free. No need to sign up, no need for your email address. Just click the first link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.